Even in our darkest days, we have never once given up hope. So don't quit on America. If we lose this country, where else will we go that provides more freedom and opportunity for our kids and our grandkids? And I've got 3 grandkids, and I'm counting on a whole lot more. And yes, democracy can be messy, but there is a great, invisible strength to a people's union. We have shown the world that we can endure sacrifice and that we can still unite. We should still aspire to be worthy of this union, America. President Donald J. Trump is the leader we need for such a time as this. So now, I need you to get to work. Get out there, go do it. Don't quit. Keep fighting, keep uniting, keep talking to people, win the hearts and minds, and may God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great United States of America. Thank you.
Donald Trump's surprise visit to a construction site. Hundreds of cheering union members turned out to meet the former president. It was quite a scene.
These are hardworking New Yorkers, okay, union members who have been working on this big construction site here in Midtown Manhattan near Trump Tower.
USA, USA, USA. I think these maybe were Democrats, but for me, they're a Republican. We built a lot of great buildings in the city with these people, and they've given me great support. They're very, very talented people. They don't get the credit for it. They have very few people can do what they do.
These union workers who are here to talk to the president are paying the price of failed economic policies currently in the country.
And you heard in New York City chants of "We want Trump."
We want Trump. We want Trump. We want Trump.
A lot of people are talking about how unusual it is to see so many Trump supporters in Manhattan at 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Does that surprise you?
No, absolutely not.
President Trump is leading Joe Biden 3-1 on my presidential poll out of my 9,000 members.
Trump's turn again.
What's your message to Joe Biden?
You. We're a very patriotic group, and we love our country, and we want the best for America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bobby Bartles Jr., Business Manager of Steamfitters Local 638.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bobby Bartels. I'm a proud member of Steamfitters Local Union 638, and like many of my fellow union members, I've been a Democrat my whole life. And like so many of my fellow union members, we have come to expect empty promises from Democratic politicians. In 1986, after a decade of Democratic politicians' mismanagement, Central Park's iconic Woolman ice rink had fallen into an unusable state of disrepair. Politicians made promise after promise to fix the rink, and yet they did nothing. That's when Donald Trump stepped up, reputation on the line, and committed to getting it built. He did it using skilled local union labor like the men of Local 638. Together, we worked tirelessly on that project, completing it on time and ensuring kids would be skating that fall on that rink. And a quick note to President Biden, that involved working outside the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I yelled out, "Are you here to buy us coffee?" President walked right over. He wasn't the president at the time, but he walked right over, grinning, and handed me some cash and told us it was too hot for coffee. Go buy sandwiches and drinks for everyone. Now, more than ever, we need a president who knows how to get things done. We have an open border inviting illegal immigrants to take our American jobs and lower our wages. Out of control inflation is squeezing budgets, and both violent crime and drug epidemic are pushing people out of our cities, all while Democrats do nothing. That's why this Union Democrat will be voting Trump along this November. So that we can take back the middle class, take back the country, and rebuild the middle class that my union has helped build over so many years.
Good evening, Milwaukee. You know, Milwaukee, we're on live television. You gotta let me get to the speech now. Thank you. I'm Byron Donalds, and I come from the great state of Florida. And I proudly represent the people of Southwest Florida. But I was raised by a single mother in Brooklyn, New York. Life was hard, and we struggled. When I was in the first grade, my mother took me out of public school because she could see that public education was failing me. I needed to be challenged, and I needed the opportunity that only a private school could provide. My mother is an educator, and she truly believed in my potential. But Democrat politicians wanted to trap me in a failing school, but my mom fought for me. Mom, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you, Mom. Words cannot describe how deeply grateful I am to be your son. When I was in the 7th grade, my mom lost her job. We went on government assistance, and my grandma helped us pay for private school. My mom and my grandma sacrificed to ensure that I could build a successful future through a commitment to academic achievement and hard work. I'm standing here today as a result of their love, good and safe schools, and great teachers. And to the teachers of America who pour your heart and your soul into your students and teach the next generation to love, honor, and serve our great country, we all say thank you. But what about those kids whose parents can't scrape money together for private school? Don't those kids who grew up like I grew up deserve the same chance that I had? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris sent their kids to high-priced private schools. But since they are in the pocket of the far-left teachers' unions, they trap poor kids like me in failing schools with no way out. They say they're pro-choice, but not if you want a choice over what your kids are taught. Donald Trump believes every parent deserves a choice, and every child deserves a chance. And in November, when Donald Trump is elected, our nation's 47th president, we will make sure all America's children get that chance. Growing up poor, I know the pain of high food prices, high energy prices, and housing costs. I remember as a kid, my mom yelling at me, "Turn off that light, you don't pay the bill." We know there's a bunch of kids in America today who are hearing that from their parents. The massive inflation created by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has only made it worse. During my first term in Congress, I served on the Budget Committee and the Small Business Committee. We told Joe Biden that his so-called American Rescue Plan was going to cause inflation. The Biden-Harris administration told us not to worry, but I knew better. I have nearly 2 decades of experience as a financial professional, and the evidence is in. Go to any grocery store, buy eggs, buy beef, buy milk. Even housing prices have skyrocketed. All Americans deserve a shot at the American dream, but under Joe Biden's debilitating economic policies, far many Americans, far too many of them, that dream has slipped away. This shows that we were right, that Joe Biden was wrong, and that you, the American people, are paying the price. As Americans, we've all been struggling. The disastrous results of the Biden-Harris agenda transcend race, religion, or income. But under President Trump, all of this will change. And if there was ever a time in our nation to come together, that time is now. With Trump, our economy will boom again. You will have more money in your pocket again. And your children will have a future again. Together, I know we will make America wealthy again. And together, America, we will make America great again. God bless you, Milwaukee. God bless the United States of America.
Than ever before. This platform is built on the values of our founders and great Republicans, from Lincoln and Reagan to Trump, who are committed to freedom, restrained government, and peace through strength. The platform contains 20 promises, including securing our border, getting inflation under control, restoring our energy dominance, defending our Constitution, protecting our Second Amendment rights, securing our country, restoring our military strength, and keeping boys out of girls' sports. And protecting life for the born and unborn. Our nation is in serious decline, taken there by the Biden-Harris policies that have put government first and the people last. The Democrats have forgotten who they serve. We are here this week to remind them and America that we Republicans serve the people and we will not forget them. That's why our platform is dedicated to the forgotten men and women of America, and it will unite all Americans. It is of, by, and for the people. Our platform reflects the agenda of Donald Trump and the timeless values that have defined Republicans for generations. So let's unite and support our platform and our next president, Donald Trump. We all know President Trump will keep his promises as he did in his first term as president and restore American greatness. That is why we must return Donald Trump to the White House. Thank you. And now join me in welcoming the co-chair of the Platform Committee, the fantastic Congressman from Florida, Michael Waltz.
Florida. Hey, thank you, Senator Blackburn. It was such an honor to serve with you as the co-chair of the Platform Committee. This platform is historic because it was written with one group of people in mind, the forgotten men and women of America, you. That means something to me. Many of you know, and I'm proud to say, I am the first Green Beret ever elected to Congress. And I'm also the son of a single mother raised on the wrong side of Jacksonville who worked 3 jobs just to get us by. Me and my family were the forgotten men and women of America. And now I stand as a testament to the American dream. And I tell you that under the leadership of the Republican Party, no American will be forgotten anymore. It's over. On the strong foundation of this platform and with President Trump and the Republicans at the helm at every level of government, we will overcome every threat facing this nation. We will close our disastrously open border. We will defend our justice system. We will restore our economy. We will unleash American energy and flood the world with clean, cheap American oil and gas. Drill, baby, drill. We will. And most of all, we will strengthen our depleted military and make it strong again. Folks, this platform, the leadership of President Trump, we will destroy inflation. We're going to send a cruise missile right into the heart of it, and we will bring back the American dream. Only in America can someone like me stand up on a stage like this. The Republican Party believes in the potential of every American. which is why this platform was personally approved by President Donald J. Trump. So I hope you will join me to support this platform, that we will propel our party and America to victory this November and get Donald J. Trump back in the White House. I thank you. And please join me in welcoming back our awesome RNC chairman, Mike Whatley.
Thank you, Congressman Waltz. Now to the delegate from Michigan.
Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the chair and co-chair of the Committee on Permanent Organization. Please welcome Chairman J.L. Spray, National Committeeman from Nebraska, and co-chair Jessica Milan Patterson, Chairwoman of the California Republican Party. The chair will now recognize co-chair Patterson for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Jessica Milan Patterson, the chairwoman of the California Republican Party, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that the report of the Committee on Permanent Organization shall be considered as adopted. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and it is my honor to yield my time to the chairman of the Committee on Permanent Organization, J.L. Spray from Nebraska.
Thank you, Madam Co-Chair. Mr. Chairman Whatley, delegates, and distinguished guests, as the chairman of your Committee on Permanent Organization, I have the distinct honor to present to you the report of the Committee on Permanent Organization. I'd like to begin by thanking the members of the Committee on Permanent Organization, the staff and volunteers. The committee met last week to recommend to the convention the slate of permanent officers for the 2024 Republican National Convention. The committee unanimously adopted the slate as its committee report. Delegates, you can find a copy of that list in the order of business placed at your seats. You will see that the committee unanimously recommends that the permanent chairman of the convention will be Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson of Louisiana. The committee further recommends that all other officers, including the temporary chairman and all the temporary officers whose names have been entered into the record of this convention, be made the permanent officers of this convention. Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. At this time, the chair would like to appoint Kelly Johnson from Louisiana to the Escort Committee for the permanent chairman. Thank you.
Do I talk now? Kelly.
The chair now recognizes the delegate from Louisiana for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Gina Gore from Louisiana, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that those elected as the members of the Republican National Committee under the procedures of each state, American Samoa, the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the Virgin Islands, and whose names have been submitted to the Secretary of the Convention, are hereby declared ratified to serve as members of the Republican National Committee from the adjournment of this Republican National Committee until the successor committee has been ratified by the next Republican National Convention. Mr. Chairman, I yield back balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The chair now recognizes the delegate from West Virginia for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Josh Holstein from West Virginia, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that the Secretary of the Convention is hereby directed to prepare and publish for the Convention a full and complete report of its official proceedings under the direction of the Republican National Committee, and is authorized to make all necessary clerical, grammatical corrections and to make technical and conforming amendments as necessary in reports, motions, and resolutions considered by the Convention to reflect its actions. Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Delegates and alternates, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the distinct honor of introducing the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives and the permanent chairman of the convention, Speaker Mike Johnson of Louisiana.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's such an honor to be here. Before we begin, I'd like to remind the delegates of the provisions of the rules, which require that each candidate for a nomination for President of the United States demonstrate sufficient support prior to the presentation of the name of the candidate for nomination. The chair wishes to inform the delegates at this time that it has been furnished in a timely manner and with evidence of sufficient support of the candidates who will be presented for President and Vice President of the United States in compliance with the rules of the convention. Also, as prescribed under the rules, the total time for nominating speeches and seconding speeches for any candidate for President or Vice President shall not exceed 15 minutes. It has also been the custom at past conventions to permit the chair to recognize non-delegates for the purpose of making nominating speeches and seconding speeches. Without objection, the reading of the roll call of states for presenting the names for candidates for nomination is dispensed with, and non-delegates shall be permitted to make nominating and seconding speeches. At this time, the chair now recognizes the delegate from Iowa and the chairman of the Republican Party of Iowa, Jeff Kaufman, for the purpose of nominating. Please give him a warm welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Kaufman, and I'm humbled and honored to stand before all of you this afternoon. As you've just heard, I come from Iowa, home of the First in the Nation caucus, where our party's nomination process begins. Our caucus is a part of a lengthy democratic process, which everyday Americans listen to the candidates, consider what they have to say, and then make a profoundly important choice on who should lead the nation that we love. Earlier this year, Iowa Republicans overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. Then the vast majority of Republicans in primaries and caucuses across the nation seconded Iowa's good judgment in a nominee. Today is the final step before Election Day in this venerable and time-honored process. As we all gather here in Milwaukee, it's important for us to remember that this is a grassroots party. It's a party of the people, not a party of the bosses. Donald Trump has earned the trust of the people. He has listened to them, and Donald Trump has kept his word. Over the next 4 days, we will hear about the many failures of the Biden-Harris administration. The sustained criticism does not proceed from a mean or narrow partisanship, but from the broad and sincere concern for the well-being and safety of our fellow Americans. It's part of our service to our country. More importantly, we will also hear about Donald Trump's broad and inspiring vision for our country. This is not a program just for Republicans, but one for all Americans. It reflects the value of America. It's a program that acknowledges that our nation has seen better days, and we can and we will blaze a brighter future. We love America, and we want to restore her security, her prosperity, and her excellence. I invite all of you to join me in supporting President Donald Trump in this great endeavor. This is an endeavor. This is an endeavor that's going to make America wealthy again. This is an endeavor to make America safe again. This is an endeavor to make America strong again. And say it with me, fellow Republicans, this is an endeavor to make America great again. So here we go. It is my honor to nominate Donald J. Trump for the office of President of the United States.
Amen to that. Amen to that. The chair now recognizes the delegate from Nevada and the chairman of the Nevada Republican Party, Michael McDonald.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Michael J. McDonald from the state of Nevada. It has been an honor of a lifetime to stand by President Trump's side since 2015. In Nevada, we held the first in the West Caucus, where we blew the Democrats' narrative apart. That you cannot have voter ID, that you cannot have paper ballots, and that you cannot have results of an election on election night. In Nevada, a state that is resilient on service industry, President Trump has proposed to eliminate taxes on tips on day one. Unlike the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrats that increased taxes on tips, President Trump has transformed our party, the champion of the working men and women. We fight for what's right, not for what's easy. We're in a battle for the soul of our nation because we want the best future for our family and for our country. President Trump is our fearless leader who withstood the persecution of a weaponized lawfare and who has fought even harder and stronger to represent and fight for all of us. I ask all Americans to join me in taking back our nation by supporting President Trump as he leads us back to victory once again. It is my honor.
Small businesses. Biden and Harris outsourced our energy supply, driving electricity prices up over 29%. The day Joe and Kamala walked into office, gas was $2.40 a gallon. Today, it is $3.54. Our platform says we will make America energy dominant. You know? And let me hear you now. You know who will make that happen? Donald Trump. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris also think that small business owners are wealthy and they should pay their fair share. We all know that's the left-wing code for you gotta pay more taxes. Well, in Tennessee, I led the fight against a proposed state income tax. We killed that thing. We are income tax free in Tennessee. So when Donald Trump was president, I helped him spread economic prosperity with the largest tax cut in American history. Now, President Trump will make those tax cuts permanent. But if Joe and Kamala are reelected, they say they're going to let them expire. That will be the biggest tax increase in American history. Our party's platform commits to making the Trump tax cuts permanent. And you know who will return us to an era of prosperity? Donald Trump. Now, Joe and Kamala, bless their hearts, they couldn't help themselves. They hired 85,000 new IRS agents to harass hard-working Americans. IRS penalties have surged 300%. And they're not on big corporations. They're on gig workers, freelancers, small business owners, and the self-employed. Let me ask you a question. Who is going to look at those 85,000 IRS agents and say, "You're fired"? Donald Trump. Under Biden and Harris, people are also crushed by more regulations than at any time since Jimmy Carter. Their regulations aren't just burdensome. Often, they include racist DEI requirements. Many small businesses are going bankrupt. Some are throwing up their hands in disgust. Our party's platform pledges 7 times to cut regulations that are killing jobs and costing you thousands of dollars. Now, you know who will slash that red tape and return this country to economic greatness? Donald Trump. The harmful Biden-Harris policies are why so many small business owners, like Shayna Gray, she is a black female owner of Gray Jet Cafe right here in Milwaukee. She voted for Biden in 2020, and in 24, she is voting for President Donald Trump. Our platform is a promise to people like Shayna, people like Brad, and President Trump will keep his promises just like he did the first time. So I've got one more question for you. Who should be the next President of the United States? Donald Trump. God bless you, protect you, and God bless and protect the United States. Thank you. Personally reviewed, edited, and approved our platform because he knows our platform is important. Every American can read our platform and know what we believe and how we will make America safer, stronger, wealthier, and greater than ever before. This platform is built on the values of our founders and great Republicans, from Lincoln and Reagan to Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lee Greenwood.
Hello, RNC. Is there any doubt who's going to be the next president of the United States? Prayer works. This nation based on faith. Prayer works. Because he was sure, as Donald Trump turned his head just slightly, that the bullet missed him just enough to save his life to be the next president of the United States. We have believed for so long that God will make some changes in this country. And he's about to make a change in the current administration and send them home. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Tonight, we make the decision on what's right for America. More prosperity, less gas prices, less food prices, help for our veterans, and God bless our military wherever they are in this United States and abroad. There would be no wars.
Ladies
there wasn't
and gentlemen,
any when President Trump
please
was president.
welcome the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again, just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. There ain't no doubt I love this land. Sing it! God bless the USA. We are here tonight with one purpose, and that is to elect Donald J. Trump as the next president of the United States. He is here tonight to show his courage, his defiance against somebody who tried to kill him. You will not take this man down. He has the courage, the strength, and he will be the next president of the United States. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea. Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th President of the United States and soon to be the 47th President of the United States, please welcome Donald J. Trump. Stand 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Mr. President.
Please welcome Mark Laws from Cedar Springs, Michigan.
Good evening, I'm Mark Laws and I live in Western Michigan. I'm not a senator or a governor or some other politician, but I'm just a regular guy. But to my kids and my grandkids who call me Peepaw, I'm the guy. I live on a fixed income, so I'm not one of the people that watch their portfolios. No, in the big boy Joe economy, I just worry about getting through the day. But I'm fortunate because I don't have a mortgage. If I did, I'm really not sure how I'd make it. The big boy Joe inflation has turned our dollars into nickels. And in Michigan, we got 180,000 plus people that are in tax lien foreclosure right now. So even though I don't have a mortgage, I still got to pay the government to rent my house. And if I don't, they take it away. When I'm asked how I'm doing, I answer honestly, I say, I'm doing okay. But don't you remember under President Trump, we didn't have to settle for just okay. We were doing great. I've wanted to make some improvements to my home, but with inflation and the price of materials, that's not possible. So I don't want to go into debt, so I just put it off. I'd also like to spoil my grandkids with some great Peepaw unique gifts for their birthdays. But with the price of gas and groceries, I don't do that. I settle for a cake and ice cream. Prices keep going up, but my income stays the same. I just keep putting things off, hoping that I'll be able to afford them again someday. It's got me thinking. I've been hoping for better days, but life is happening right now. And we can't waste any more time on the big boy Joe terrible economic policies. We need to bring Donald Trump back right now. We need to know and share the 20 promises that Donald Trump has made. We need to get involved with the Trump 47. And you remember, ballots win elections, so that's the best way to do it. I know a lot of folks just kind of tune the politics out, but we really can't afford to anymore because we're not living in the same country that we grew up in. Cutesy time is over. We need to, all of us, put our shoulder to the wheel and push along and get Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, to be number 47 again. Thank you, and God bless America.
Bidenomics doesn't just have seniors worried, it has them scared to death. Biden's inflation has retirees at risk of running out of money. The cost of groceries is forcing many seniors to choose between food and their prescriptions. Their Social Security isn't keeping up with inflation. And thanks to Biden and Harris's open border disaster, allowing over 10 million illegals in, the whole Social Security system is at risk. And now, many seniors are also struggling to afford their housing. It's no wonder one advocacy group calls this Biden's war on seniors. President Trump has seniors' backs. He got seniors' Medicare Advantage premiums cut 34%. And he'll fix Biden's broken economy and get inflation down, just like he did before. And President Trump has made it crystal clear he will always protect seniors' Social Security and Medicare and oppose any cuts in their benefits. President Trump, he'll make America affordable again.
Please welcome Benjamin Joseph.
Hello, Michigan. Hello, my fellow patriots. I'm the owner of a home remodeling business that my father Steve started in 1972. During the Trump boom, we were thriving. Under Biden, we are surviving. I know other business owners, like many of you in this room, can relate. With the financial strain caused by the Biden-Harris economy, many clients are tightening their belts, closing their wallets, and cutting back on their home remodeling projects. To keep work coming in, I've had to lower my margins, and I mean lower them. I'm now barely making payroll, and our families just have enough to live on. But we can't build up any savings, and we can't move forward. As parents, we want to provide for our children. But more and more parents like myself have to look their little girl or their little boy in the eye when they're asked for something and say, "We can't afford it." Those 4 words are heartbreaking. We didn't have to say those words under Donald Trump when he was president. That's because Donald Trump is a businessman, not a crooked career politician. President Trump understands what business owners need to succeed because he is a business owner himself and has succeeded. We need him back in the White House. As a representative of Michigan at this convention, I want to give a special Michigander thank you to President Trump for being our champion. He has inspired so many of us, even in this room, to step up and get involved in the fight to save America. With his leadership and our help, we will make America affordable again, wealthy again, and great again. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless and continue to protect President Trump and his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Please welcome Amber Rose from South Philadelphia.
Hello, my name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents, whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals. We all want a better country for our children. But I'm here tonight to tell you, no matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States. Now, you may be wondering why I'm up here telling you this. I'm no politician, and I don't want to be. But I do care about the truth. And the truth is that the media has lied to us about Donald Trump. I know this because for a long time I believed those lies, so I'm here to set the record straight. The first person I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father. I was shocked. My entire family is racially diverse. And I believed the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong. So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you. Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. Where's he at? I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the president and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble. Just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control, and you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump. My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please welcome Latino American Linda Fornos.
Years ago, I left Nicaragua for a better life in a fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Woo! America welcomed me, and I embraced the values of hard work, learning the language, and respecting the laws. It's the American thing to do. In 2022, my 3 boys and I faced a devastating house fire. We lost everything. And starting over in Joe Biden's economy was almost impossible. The Biden economy is driving prices through the roof. Rent, gas, groceries, everything. As a life insurance worker, I see the struggle of people trying to save for their future while barely managing their basic needs. I'm living that same struggle every day. Life is too hard right now. One of my sons works 3 jobs, and the other holds down 2. That makes 6 jobs for 3 people just to survive in Biden's economy. Our open borders are making this problem worse. It's upsetting to see millions of dollars being sent to help immigrants who came here illegally, while hardworking families who did it the right way are left struggling. The fact is that illegal immigration hurts legal immigrants the most. The Biden system is backwards and broken. In Biden's America, opportunities to get ahead are dwindling, and our education system is failing our children. What happened to teaching reading, writing, and math? Now, it's like our kids are getting a degree in pronoun studies. He, she, they, them. I have expected my son to come home with a diploma in advanced day 10 theory. Life was completely different under President Trump. We prosper. To my beloved Latino community, it's time to wake up and smell the cafecito. In 2020, I made a mistake that is hard to admit, especially in this room. In 2020, I voted for Joe Biden. I'm sorry. He has made me regret it. This November, my vote won't be taken for granted. And this time, I won't regret it. Please join me in voting for Donald J. Trump.
Please welcome the president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, Sean O'Brien.
Greetings, delegates and guests. I'm Sean O'Brien, General President of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. I'd like to give my peeps from the greatest state in the nation, Massachusetts, some props. What's up? First, I want to thank the hardworking Teamsters and union members here in Milwaukee who play vital roles in the building and operations of this convention. I also want to thank President Donald Trump for opening the RNC's doors to the Teamsters Union and inviting me to speak before you tonight. I travel all across this country and meet with my members every week. You know what I see? An American worker being taken for granted. Workers